Hi, good morning, dear friends. How are you today? I'm back again with a new video. I'm just gonna try to make it as short as possible, since I know that time is money and you don't feel like sitting in front of your computer watching my boring videos for a very long time, hours and hours. So let's make it short, as short as it can be possible. Today I'm driving a V60 D4 four-wheel drive Momentum. As always, all the way down from Sweden to Switzerland. I'm driving now on the German highways. I'm driving 150 with the speed limit, which I just wanna say right away that driving at this speed, I am kind of a bit disappointed. It feels like there's a lot of noises in the car. It feels like I'm driving much faster, but I mean 150, it's like a typical cruising speed within Germany. If you don't have a rush, of course you can drive faster as well as if you want. So I'm kind of disappointed about the engine itself. It's a D4. I'm kind of disappointed there as well, but maybe because I know the other nicer engines from Volvo, the T6 and T5, especially the T5, which I like most so far. The D4 I think is also kind of a bit loud, especially when you start the engine in the beginning. Not big things, but it's very individual, of course. I am much more the gasoline engines kind of person, so I really feel these differences between diesel and gasoil, as a benzene. So yeah, of course, if you used to drive with diesel, then I don't think you would recognize any differences, because it's still pretty quiet to drive the car, especially around between 110 130. It's pretty quiet and goes fine. There is not a lot of things that I can tell you about this car. There is like this pretty much the same options and gadgets like the other ones. Momentum, it's then this one has a package which is called Technic packet in Sweden, which has the most important things that you need today in a modern car, especially all the safety features, which are very good, very nice to have, but annoying as well, I have to say. Especially if if you have them on, and then if you want to change lane, it's like all the time the car really doesn't want you to change the lane, so you really feel it in the steering wheel. So you really have to take it away, or of course, as you should, you have to blink. Then it falls away, of course. But sometimes you can be a little bit lazy when there is a lot of cars, and when there is no cars, I mean, behind you and so on. So you just want to go from the left to the right and back. Okay, so another thing which I really recommend you, if you're looking about the different options in the car, I will not recommend you. It's, I don't know how to say it in English, it's like this, you have this option that you can warm up the front window, the big one. You just push a button there and then you can warm it up, which it's really nice, and the idea is fantastic. But if you look at the window, I got like nuts now driving it, you know, the car, because there's like a lot of small things, electrical, how do you say, wires within in the window, and I mean, you see them all the time, so I don't get it. I mean, personally, I never would want to have this gadget. I think it's ridiculous, because especially at night, and you know, when there is from the other side of the highway a lot of lights blinding you, and then you have these small wires in the window. It just completely doesn't make sense. So if you really must have it, don't add it. There's just no sense, really. Yeah, and then again, everything is nice and feels good. Something that I really would like to have in this kind of cars, but of course it's individual again. It's this one, the roof. I would order it in black as well, because you see the interior is everything in black, and it just makes it a little bit more sportive, and I think it just feels nicer if you have just one color. Yeah, and otherwise this Apple connectivity thingy works fine. Yeah, everything is good. The car looks nice. As I said, the V60 from the exterior is definitely, I would say, it's a nicer V90. And if you don't need a lot of place in the car, and you just, I would say, if you are a family of 4 people max, then I think you should actually go for the V60. It has quite a lot of space in the baggage. You can put a couple of bags, no problem. You have space in the back, in the front, and as already said a couple of times, the car, driving it feels much more tighter, more sportive, because of the dimensions, because it's a bit smaller than of course the V90. So I would recommend you actually to go for the V60. And the exterior, it's just much more the sportive and aggressive, especially the front, but also the back. I mean, looking at the V90, I think that the V90 is just a little bit too wide. It's like, I don't know, like you just had been hit by a big stone on the roof, and it just got wider. So again, of course, it's your preference. I mean, if you like it or not, it's up to you. But the V6 is, in my opinion, a much nicer car. Okay, girls and boys, I wish you all the best and a fantastic party now towards 2020. Have a good time. I'm gonna drive in a couple of weeks another car. It's gonna be a V90, so we will see how it's gonna go. I wish you a very good time. Bye. Ciao ciao. Danny.